Welcome viewers. For the last 7 years or so, the American people have been on an emotional and political rollercoaster. The right has been terrifying. They elected Joe Biden president in 2020 in an effort to escape the thuggery, violence and pathological lies of the Trump era, but Donald Trump and the Republican fascist movement made that impossible. America's democracy crisis as epitomized by Trump's coup attempt and the Capitol attack of January 6, 2021, has not ended. In this video we will break it all down for you. But before we continue, please take a minute of your precious time to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell to get the latest update from us. More recently, the American people again attempted to get off the rollercoaster by turning back the Republican red wave during the midterm elections. But this too is just a brief reprieve. The Republican fascist movement is in no way deterred. Only days after the midterm elections, Donald Trump formally announced his 2024 presidential campaign. Too many political observers responded to Trump's renewed threat with mockery and derision, which is an example of what psychologists call defensive contempt. This is a phenomenon where laughter is actually an expression of denial mixed with deep-rooted fear. 3 days after that, Attorney General Merrick Garland announced the appointment of a special counsel to oversee the Department of Justice investigations into Donald Trump's numerous alleged crimes, which include the Mar-a-Lago documents case, the January 6 insurrection, and the larger conspiracy to nullify the results of the 2020 election. Garland's announcement was greeted by a range of reactions. Some observers have expressed consternation at what they see as yet another sign that Trump will again escape justice, as he has throughout his decades of public life. Other more hopeful voices believe that Garland's appointment of career prosecutor Jack Smith as special counsel is another sign that Garland and the Dodge have already decided to indict Trump for his crimes, and the question is not if but when that will happen. In an effort to assess America's ongoing democracy crisis and the country's emotional life more broadly, I recently spoke with Ian Bassin, co-founder and executive director of Protect Democracy, a nonpartisan nonprofit organization working to stop American democracy from declining into authoritarianism. Bassin previously served as associate White House counsel in the Obama administration. His essays and other writing have been featured by the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Los Angeles Times, the Atlantic and other leading publications. In this conversation, Bassin explains how he is managing his hopes and anxieties in this turbulent and challenging time for America. The crisis of democracy that Donald Trump represents, he cautions, is part of a much larger global phenomenon that will not end anytime soon. The midterm elections, he agrees, offered a strong sign of hope for American democracy, but Trump, the Republican fascists and their larger movement represent a base of many millions of voters, and they're not going away. Toward the end of this conversation, Bassin explains his belief that Donald Trump will be successfully prosecuted for his crimes by the Department of Justice and other law enforcement agencies. While other experts have warned that Trump supporters will engage in widespread violence to prevent their great leader from being held accountable for his crimes, Bassin believes that will not occur. Donald Trump's prosecution and trial, Bassin suggests, may actually break Trump's base of support and help bring an end to his reign as one of the most dangerous people in recent history. The Democrats and the American people got some breathing room with the victories in the midterms, but Trump and the Republicans are not stopping their assault on American democracy. Merrick Garland has just appointed a special counsel to investigate Trump instead of directly prosecuting him. The Republicans will take control of the House in January and are telegraphing the theatrics they may unleash. How are you managing your emotions right now? Please, what is your take on this? And remember to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.